Hello, welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Myles Taylor. I've been working on kind of building my social media presence over the past couple of months, and one thing I said in 2026 is I was going to start a YouTube, so here I am a couple days in 2026 starting a YouTube. So instead of doing a regular kind of get to know me, just sit down and talk and answer questions, I thought it would be cool to do a pack and chat. So I'm turning 25 here in a couple of weeks, or in about a week. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on that, and also just aging in general. But I thought it'd be cool to just pack, kind of show a little bit about my style, kind of talk about the trip, me, and then I think that'd just be a really fun get to know you first video. So I'm really excited about that. You can see some of the clothes behind me that I'm gonna go through. So this is one, to go ahead and pack early, but two, I think I may still need to buy a couple things. So this will help me be able to watch back and really visualize what do I have, what outfits do I have, and what am I still missing. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy and come along with me to pack and chat. So I'm getting set up here. I have my suitcase. I'm using my big suitcase. I probably had this set for, I think 2 years maybe. I think I've used it one time, and it was when I was on a cruise last year, and no, I didn't even use it then. I don't think I've ever used this. So this will be something fun and fresh. Alrighty, so the birthday trip is to Aruba, so you cannot go to Aruba without swim trunks. So I got a bunch of swim trunks here. Didn't buy any. I used to live in Florida. After I graduated college, I lived in Florida for a couple of months, so I definitely stocked up on the swim trunks I have. I have a couple of fan favorites, though. I love this pair from PacSun, also this one, and this one, not from PacSun, but I love green. You won't really see it too much in here, but I do love green. It's my favorite color. Most of my closet, I would say probably 60% of my closet as a whole is green, probably like tan and blue, lots of like natural colors, nature kind of colors. They look really good on me, and they make me feel good. We'll be there for 5 days. I have 8 pairs, so that should be plenty. We have a pool at the house, so we definitely will get some use out of these. I mentioned that I lived in Florida for a few months after I graduated college. Before that, I was at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I am from Birmingham, Alabama, so I went to college about an hour away from where I grew up. I'm currently back in Birmingham now, so I'm about a half hour away from where I grew up. Typically when I travel, I just bring a couple of like undershirts, like white undershirts, just to have. I feel like a lot of times in an outfit, you may not love how it looks, or like the top may not look great on you. Or you may not just like how it looks, but sometimes just like being able to open it up and have something underneath kind of helps sometimes. I'm also gonna grab a black one or two just to have on hand, and probably a tank top or two. I am a notorious heavy packer and bad packer. So there have been way too many times where I'm going on a trip and I have the biggest bag, or like the most bags of anybody, and I'm running out of stuff. I don't have the outfits that I need. What I've started doing is I pick my outfits that I want to wear, thinking that I have everything, but then I also just throw in like a bunch of loose pants, shirts, and shorts. So that's what I'm gonna put in now. They're not necessarily meant to match anything at the moment, but if it comes down to it and I need an outfit, then we will do it. I'm bringing a lot of things that I brought to my cruise back in February, because the cruise was to like Turks and the Bahamas. So I have a lot of just like kind of tropical, flowy, linen-y type things that I bought. So like I mentioned, the trip is to Aruba. I have a house with a few of my friends. We're staying for a couple days. We're just gonna eat and go to the beach and get on a boat and just really enjoy. These people that I am going with are from kind of all different stages of my life, which is really, really cool. So growing up, I always loved my birthday. I used to just get so excited for it. I used to love hanging out for a week and having so many things to do. But I had a couple really bad birthdays in a row, to be honest. I think it was birthdays 21 to 24 for all different reasons. And I really started dreading my birthday. I would get the birthday blues really, really bad. I would like be crying leading up to the birthday for days, and then the day of the birthday, I was just like an emotional mess. There was nothing that anybody could do to console me. But since 25 is a pretty big birthday, I just decided that I wanted to use this birthday to just get away, to really reconnect with my birthday and start to enjoy my birthday again, and kind of start to take away those negative feelings that I have regarding my birthday, because I did used to love my birthday a lot. Okay, so I have almost all the loose shorts and shirts in, but look at this polo. It may be a little hot, I hope not, but it's this blue knit polo from Fashion Nova. Obsessed. This is, when I saw it, I immediately knew. I was like, even if I don't wear it for Aruba, I will be wearing it at some point. I have a couple of cool shirts. That's one thing I've been looking forward to this year, is really kind of working on my personal style. Because I know what I like, but I don't really know how to style it per se. So that's really one of my goals for. And when I say goals for this year, I don't really do New Year's resolutions. My birthday's on January 10th, so it's very early on in the year. A big reason I don't do the resolutions is because, God forbid, my New Year's resolution is that I'm gonna eat better, or like cut sugar, or stop drinking, and then my birthday's in 9 days and I can't eat cake, or like can't have a cocktail on my birthday. That's just not gonna be me. So I always start my yearly goals like on the 11th, and I really just think about it like, what do I want to accomplish in this year, or what do I want to focus on this year? So right now I've really been thinking about like, what do I want 25-year-old Myles to look like? And I think it's an interesting way to look at it. And I think people look at it like that all the time, but I think it's cool having a birthday earlier in the year or later in the year, because it's like the new year is also your new year. So I've really been thinking about that and working on a lot of just like kind of vision boarding and what I see for myself, for my business, for my relationships, friends, family. And speaking of family, so I have, my family is pretty small, my immediate family is. I have an older sister named Jalen, and then I have my mom and my dad, who are obviously older. That was weird, but yeah. I want to show this off too. Okay, so I love a short set, which actually, like I mentioned earlier, I'm still trying to figure out, my personal style and, styling out actual outfits. So I do love a two-piece set, specifically a short set. I have this brown one that I love, which I don't even remember buying this, and it just kind of showed up in my closet one day. So definitely taking that. And I have this blue one, which has this really cool print on it. Isn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be, but I'm gonna be wearing it, I think, on the boat when we go. Okay, now we're looking at shoes. So first pair of shoes are these ones that I'm wearing. Fashion Nova, they're like the cloud little slippers. They're the most comfortable things ever. Probably gonna wear them in the airport, but probably will wear them out as well. This pair of Air Forces that I'm excited to wear, specifically with one outfit. So I will not be wearing them until that outfit, because they are so crisp right now. Obviously, a pair of flip-flops. I like wearing flip-flops like in my regular life, but when I go to the beach, I like to have a pair of flip-flops, but I hate sand. So I always buy like a little cheap pair of flip-flops just to take to the beach for a beach trip, and then I don't have to bring them back with me. And that is this trip. I think they were like $10. And then I'll be taking these. These are the clog mules from Lululemon. They are the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on my foot. 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10. If you just like comfortable, I'm not even gonna say if you have bad feet, bad posture, whatever. If you just like something comfortable on your feet, it's this. You need to get these. They have some on sale right now too, so that's really good. Oh, I'm also gonna bring a pair of loafers and sandals, but I can't find them, but if you look at my pictures, you'll probably see them. So a couple more things about me. I work at a nonprofit here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm also a grad student, so I'm working on a master's in business at a school here in Birmingham. And I'm also working on a tech startup, which is health tech startup focused on medication adherence. So I have a lot going on this year, and I think this trip will be just like really special for me to kind of reset and start my year off in a good way and off on a good foot. But going back to the packing, so these are the fragrances that I'm gonna take. Like, I'm not sold on all of them. So I have these two Tom Ford little minis that are good to travel, but I'm taking the Soleil Blanc and the Oud Wood. I don't think I'm pronouncing Oud right, but I'll be taking these. I'll probably only take 2 of these next 3 with me, and I'll just put them in an atomizer so I don't have to travel with the full-size bottle. Option 1 is the Initio Side Effect. It smells so good. It's really strong, it's really heavy, it smells incredible. I just don't know if I want something like this for the beach. I think I want like probably lighter, more floral, which is why I'm kind of leaning to the others. So option number 2 is from Fern. I subscribe to their quarterly fragrances. This is the Winter 26, so very recent. This isn't very, it's a little heavier and not quite floral, but it's like fruity, kind of spicy, which I kind of like, but it's lighter. It's a lot lighter than this other one. It's so hard. I could never do like cologne or perfume reviews because I don't know how to explain anything. I just know I like it, I don't like it. And then the option number 3, which honestly I'm probably gonna take this one, and it's between the other 2. The Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. Y'all, this smells so freaking good. So I think that's it for what I'm gonna pack. I'm actually packing quite early. So today is the second or the 3rd. I'm leaving town to go to Atlanta on the 7th, and I'll spend a day there. So I'm packing pretty early. This is the earliest I think I've ever packed for anything. So I don't really know how to feel. I don't know where to set my bag for the next couple of days, but I'm glad I got it done. So I'll be doing that, going to Atlanta, so the day before I'll pack all my toiletries, underwear, socks, things like that. And then maybe when I get there, I think I want to get a lot of content when I'm in Aruba. I think this will be a really just an easy experience to get a lot of content. So yeah, I'll be doing that. And then I'm also thinking that I'm gonna do a vlog on here of me like doing all my like last minute appointments, like all the things you do before. So like haircut, might get a wax, I don't know, get my eyebrows done, a couple other things, might get a facial. I have this monster that's trying to come to Aruba with me, and I do not want him there, so I might have to go get a facial. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed. I thought this would be a really cool way to just kind of chat informally, and just talk about me and talk about, you know, just what I have going on, rather than me just like sitting down and just chit-chatting. But yeah, I hopefully will do more of these soon, and I'm gonna be getting consistent on YouTube. So if there's any kind of video you want me to do, let me know. Text me or comment or whatever. But yeah, I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.